How's it going, everybody? This is Justin Lacasse from Northeast Kayak Fishing TV, and today I'm going to talk to you about my rod setups. This is going to be a series of 6 videos of my 6 go-to rods. If I could only pick 6 rods, I'm going to discuss those 6 rods. So first we're going to discuss the spinning rod. For my spinning rod setup, if I could only choose one, it would be the FX Custom Rods Extreme Angler Series 7-foot medium fast. For a reel, I'm going to use a Lew's TLC 3000. Why I say this would be my go-to spinning rod, it's not too long, it's not too short. That 7-foot range, you can do just about all of the finesse techniques with it. I mean, you could drop shot with it, you could Ned rig with it, you can wacky rig, Nico rig, pretty much anything with a spinning rod. Right now I have a weightless Yum Dinger Texas rigged for dead sticking. It's winter time here, so that's pretty much my finesse technique in the winter time, is dead sticking a worm. I use 15-pound Suffix 832 for the line and tie that to a fluoro leader, depending on the technique, anywhere from 6 to 10-pound leader. These FX Custom rods are a lifetime warranty, so if you bust the rod is warranted for life. What's nice about these spinning rods is they have a dual locking reel seat, so you would tighten down this one first and then tighten this one down on top of it. It's nearly impossible for it to loosen up. Anybody who uses spinning gear knows that a lot of the time they'll loosen up and your reel gets sloppy in there. A graphite reel seat, fantastic reel seat, very sensitive. All the rod components are attached directly to the blank, so there's no tape, no foam, no unnecessary glue or paint. So the sensitivity on these rods is at its maximum. For spinning rods, I like to go with a cork grip. It just feels good to me in my hand. They also offer a lot of the spinning rods with wind grips. As you'll see on some of my other rods, I have wind grips. But for a spinning rod, I like the cork. It seems to be more sensitive, and it just feels better in my hands. Obviously, that might be different for you. The 7-foot medium fast is rated for 1/8 ounce to 5/8 ounce. FX tends to underestimate, because they expect that people will try to push the rod to its limits. So they tend to underestimate on their weights, especially on some of the heavier rods. But I couldn't see why anyone would want to throw anything heavier than a 5/8 ounce on here. I mean, the most I probably throw on here is 1/4 ounce. So for a spinning rod, this would be my setup. The Lew's TLC 3000 is pretty much the only spinning reel that I use on all of my rods, all my spinning setups, that is. And Lew's is the only reel that I use on all of my setups. These have the Fuji stainless steel guides, so they are also saltwater resistant. I wouldn't recommend using the 7-foot medium fast in saltwater, but hey, whatever you will want to do. They're also tangle-free guides. On the spinning rods, I find that these tangle-free guides are really good. You don't get when it's windy out, they're not really getting caught around the guides like some of the guides on spinning rods. So for the spinning rod, that's pretty much my setup. I do have other spinning rods, but if I could only pick one spinning rod, because the other 5 rods I'm going to talk about in this 6-rod series are all bait casters, so I only picked one spinning rod, and this is the one. So 7-foot medium fast FX Custom Rods Extreme Angler Series. You can get those at fxcustomrods.com. And right now they're running a Christmas sale. This is Christmas 2021, so if you're watching this video and it hasn't come yet, you could get a 20% off on their website. You can put Justin Lacasse in the Pro Staff box, and it helps me out in the end. So thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video in this series.